Hey everybody, this is Vinny here. I haven't uploaded anything recently because I've been focusing on work. Real life has kind of taken over. Um, but since I haven't uploaded anything, and I do need to burn through all 700 of my stamina on Neverness To Everness, I figured why not just burn through all 700 playing Mahjong, which I really love. It was called Little Sparrow up here because it's a simplified version of it. Um, and we'll just record this and we'll upload it. Typically when I play Mahjong, I'm pretty quiet, so I guess I'll try to talk a little bit. But there probably will be moments where I'm just focusing. So let's go ahead and choose our who we're gonna play with, and we'll go from there. I don't think I've played with Hotori yet, so we'll do Hotori. Let's do cheese. And how about, have I played with Aurelia yet? I don't think I've played with Aurelia yet. Let's play with Aurelia. That's who we'll play with. Alrighty then. Let's go ahead and ready up. Alright, let's see. Yeah, we'll go ahead and send those over. Confirm. Alright, we are not doing dots. Alright, we have 789 right there. Yep, not doing dots. So we got a run of that. 1, 2, 4, 5, another 7. We got the doubles for the 7s if we need to go for that. 2, 3, that's 4, and I believe that's 5. So that would be 3, 4, 5, and then 2, 3. Nah, we're not gonna go for that. That's a, I'm pretty sure that's a 9. Looking at my current hand, I do not think. Okay, we got another 7. Let's get rid of. Let's get rid of the 2. But yeah, looking at my current hand, I do not think. Oh, we'll grab that, and we will get rid of the. Let's get rid of the 5. But yeah, looking at my current hand, I do not think that I am going to win this round. They got rid of the 8, so I would only be able to go for a run with that. Ooh, you know what? Fine, that's great. We'll get rid of the 8 of bamboo then. But yeah, looking at my current hand, well, actually, no, it's my hand looks a little better now. I have a chance to get 3 pungs. Ooh, a Kong. Let's grab that. Gives me the extra tile. Drop that. Hand looks a little better now. I could potentially see myself getting something with this hand. Not sure. Oh, we gotta grab that. And should we, let's get rid of the 4. Let's get rid of the 4 because there's one already on the table over there in Cheese's discard pile. She roamed off of me? What the and then, okay. Oh, sweet. Okay, so we just won. I actually wasn't expecting to win that fast. Oh, okay, I had a run of 3, 4, 5 in bamboo, and then these 3, which I can still Kong off of that if it comes out. And I won off of that for the double, so I can still wait on those. I'm gonna go ahead and click the win, so it'll automatically win for me. I'll click the play, so it'll automatically play for me, because at this point my hand's set. I can't do anything. And we'll do the automatic pung. Well, I shouldn't get any more pungs. The only thing is, they need an automatic Kong, because I remember one time I had my hand completed like this, and a Kong came out, and I wasn't able to. It didn't automatically do what I had to do with myself. See, right there, boom. See, they don't have an automatic Kong. They need an automatic Kong. They need an automatic Kong. But For the next 17 tiles, we're literally just waiting. Ooh. Well, Hotori won on a Kong draw. I think that was Hotori. No, that was Cheese? No, that was Hotori. That was Hotori. She won on a Kong draw. It's crazy that 3 of us have cons. Initially, I didn't have faith in my hand. Which, I mean, honestly, I'm still not going to win because Cheese and Hotori's hands have higher point values than mine. I'll get third. Looks like. So that's fine. That's his first round of Mahjong. I think this is pretty much what I'm just gonna do on Sundays in order to like have something to put out, which means I'm gonna have like a lot of Mahjong videos.
Actually easier than trading stocks?
All right, let's play again. We have 670 stamina to get through. I do not want to get rid of those. I will get rid of that. We will not do bamboo this time. Yeah, I'm not going to get rid of this. Like, bro, look at that. Like, no, that's too good. I'm not getting rid of that. I'm already set up to get another Kong, and then I got a Pung right there. If I could get a 2, then I can have a run of that. We got a 7 and an 8 here. The 4 is currently not useful. Oh my, they've already discarded 2 9s. That's not good for me. If they've already discarded 2 9s, I have 4 or 5. If I can get a 6, let's get rid of the 8 because I don't think I'm gonna be able to use the 8. 4 or 5. If I can get a 6 or 3 of the dots, then we should be good. We might go out on an open-ended. And are you? Yeah. Of course that happens. Of course that happens. Of course that happens to me. Well, we got the 3 that we needed, so that's good. So now that part of the hand is good. We just need to work on the number side of things. That's 9, I believe. I know that that's 1 and 2, and I believe that is 6. That's 6, right? I want to say that's 6. But yeah, we're not gonna touch any of my dots. You know what? Since we're a little bit into the video, actually, let me look up. I have a question. Oh wait, is it me? It's me. It's me. Can't let that run out. I don't mind messing up this run of 3, 4, 5 for the dots in order to get the Pung for the 3s. Wait, is there another 3 out on the board? There is not. Oh, yes. Okay. I could get 2 Kongs. Okay, Hotori just roamed. Alright. God. And it sucks because I'm probably not. Oh my. Okay, that's perfect. That's perfect. We have that. We have that. We have that. We can get a con off of that. Oh man. Oh man. So now I need to get. The 4 is going to be what I go out on unless I can get the 4s to go with it. I'm pretty sure there's already 6s out, right? Are there already 6s out? I don't see any 6s out. Should I keep the 6s? Should I go for the numbers? Let's drop the numbers. I'm getting dots anyway, so let's drop the numbers. I really hope grabbing that 6 this late isn't gonna destroy my hand, but it probably will. I probably messed up.
Sumo.
Oh, she's sumoed. She's the only one who's won so far, I think. Yeah, she's the only one who's won so far. Got another number. Can't use it. Okay. 8 tiles. Does not look like I'm gonna get this one. I'm not even in Tempai. Yeah. Well, I mean, the numbers aren't coming out either. So, like, the numbers that I would have needed. A 5? Dude, that 5 could have... Well, actually, you know what? No, no, no. We're good. We're good. Because if we can... we're not good. There are only 2 tiles left. We can't. Oh, my God. Please, come on. Come on. Come on. Let me get... Oh, my God. I'm so close. I'm so close. Come on. Well, at least I ended in Tampa, so that's nice.
Just 2 more wins, then I'll buy A-Bone new furniture.
God, to think that I got that close at the end. When I get rid of that or that or that, oh my God, we got such a good hand this time. We're gonna have to get rid of these. We're not doing bamboo. Ah, man. All right. So we have 2 1s, we have 2 2s, the 3 we can get rid of. We have 2 1s here, 3 3s here, and then a 5 6 7. So yeah, we don't need that. This hand is actually really good. Like, we're really close to finishing out this hand. That was a good draw. Man. No, I don't need the 4. I need to get this one, or this one, or this one. Discard this 3 of characters, and then we're literally waiting to go out. So first pung, discard the 3 of characters, then we literally just wait to go out. Well, we did get a Kong. Let's grab that, drop that. Because the con gives you points to... it would be better if it was drawn, because then if I draw it, then I can get points from everyone at the table. Versus just, you know, the person that I got it from. Nope, discard that. Don't need it. Let me look up what I was going to look up real quick, because I wanted to talk about something. Oh, it's me, it's me. My bad, my bad. I was in the middle looking at something. Nope, don't need that. Ooh, we got the 1, so we can get rid of the 3. Now we are literally waiting to go out, baby. We need the 1 of dot or the 2 of characters, and boom, that's our hand. Oh, I can Kong? Oh, hell yes. Yeah, and with that we get the extra draw. It would have been amazing if I could have finished on that. Dude, if I could have finished on that, that would have been crazy. I've done that before. That would have been crazy. Hotori is in the lead. But honestly, if I can finish out my hand, like, bruh, I should have this one in the bag. Come on, give me what I need. Give me what I need. I bet one of these girls are holding on to what I need, or maybe it's in the lower end of the top of the draw of the tiles. Oh man, I hate it when I end up with Tenpai, especially when it's super early. Which Tenpai just means I'm 1 away from finishing out my hand, but I hate it when I end up with Tenpai and then I'm just waiting for like the entirety, especially when it gets down to the wire like this. I'm like, come on. I couldn't have finished my hand before this. Someone's holding on to what I need. Like literally someone is holding on to what I need. Come on. I'm so close. Please. Please. Someone has what I need. Someone has what I need. Please discard what I need. Please. Nope.
Just 2 more wins.
It was
Then I'll
literally
buy
Aurelia. Aurelia had both of the things that I needed. She had. Come on, man. That's stupid. All right. Yeah, I don't have any good dots. We'll get rid of the dots. We're not doing dots. 2, 2. That's, I want to say 8, 7, 6. Yeah, 8, 7, 6. So that's a run. So we don't need a 4. We have a. God, calm down, Aurelia. 6, 5, 1, 2. Let's get rid of the 1. You know what? I should have went ahead and got rid of the 4. I should have went ahead and got rid of the 4. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Ooh, we got the 1. Nice. Grab that. Get rid of the 4. Cool, cool, cool. We don't need the 9. Oh, come on. I got another 9? It always does me like that. It always does me like that. Okay, so. Oh, yeah, she just says win. She doesn't say sumo. Oh, wait, did she draw that or did she grab it from someone? I was like half paying attention. But anyway, she says win. She doesn't say sumo or rune. I'm grabbing that. We're going to get rid of the 2. Which means that I should be in Tenpai. Yep, I should be in Tenpai. But what we need, am I gonna get it?
No.
I got the 2s? Nah, you're crazy. Let's get rid of the 6. We'll wait for the 5. We will wait for the 5. There's only 1 out, so we'll wait for the 5 of bamboo, and we'll see if we can get that. Just in case I'm not paying attention, let's put it on auto win. Just in case I'm not paying attention. Oh wait, you know what? Now that I think about it, I wasn't looking at everyone's discard. I believe we're good. I believe we're good. So we just gotta wait for the 5 of bamboo. We got 17 tiles left. Baby! That's what I'm talking about. Now that we've won, we can put it on automatic play, automatic punk. So we don't gotta listen to it anymore, or we don't gotta focus anymore. It's just gonna finish it out for us. So since that's finishing it out, what I wanted to talk about from earlier. So I was with my bros last night. Oh, Kong. Yeah, I was with my bros last night, and we were gaming. You know, we were talking about stuff. And the topic of racism came up. Specifically, one of my bros, Trey, had said something, and then one of my other bros, Jacob had commented on it being racist or something, and I was like, I said, nah, that's not racist. That's just like it's a what the okay. So what the context was
Sumo!
she sumoed on the last tile. That's pretty much an automatic win. That's bullshit. I was trying not to curse. I was trying not to curse. It's fine. We're pretty deep into the video. Not gonna worry about it. We're not doing dots. Ooh, pretty good hand. Pretty good hand. Really good hand, actually. Honestly, there's a hand in Riichi Mahjong where it's a specialty hand where if you have 2 of a tile, I think they all have to be, I don't know if they all have to be different tiles, but if you have 2 of a tile, and it's just like straight 2s, that's a specialty hand. I don't remember, I think it's worth like maybe 2 Yakuman. I think that's what it's called, Yakuman. But obviously they're not doing it for this specialty version. But back to what I was talking about.
Sumo!
I mistakenly, oh hells yes, baby. And it's well, actually, I don't think it being concealed or not concealed matters. But put it on win, put it on play, put it on automatic pong, boom, we're good. Now we just wait. When I finish out this early, it's great. So now I actually do have some time to talk about this. I think I had mistakenly, no, I remember I had mistakenly called Trey Diego, who was one of our other bros. And Trey said that was racist, and then like Jacob backed him up or whatever. But the thing is, Trey is black like me, and then Diego is Hispanic. So my response to that was, that's not racist. That's yeah. My response to that was, that's not racist. I like, how is that racist? And what they were hinting at was them or me assuming, I guess, that they looked alike. Which obviously, I've seen both these motherfuckers in person. Like, I know they don't look alike. It was like a slip of the tongue. I couldn't think of Trey at the moment because we were in the middle of like something crazy had just happened in Fortnite. And which I wish my shadow play had been on. I would have made it into a short. I would have put it out. My shadow play was not on. No one else was recording anything. Which the only other person who would have been recording anything would have been, you know, Jacob. But Jacob wasn't even looking at my screen, so like he didn't see what I saw. It was crazy. It was a simple slip of the tongue for me, because I couldn't think of Trey's name at the time, and that got us like talking on racism for a little bit. So because this is really like a question that I have for other people, because this is how I'm going to talk about how I view racism. But before I do that, I do want to read the actual like definition of racism. I got this off of Google, by the way. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, maybe I should see if there's well, the Google definition I want to say it should be. Oh, here, you know what? Never mind. We have the Merriam-Webster's definition right here. Let's go to Merriam-Webster. So, the Merriam-Webster definition of racism is a belief that race is a fundamental determinant of human traits and capacities, and that racial differences produce an inherent superiority of a particular race. That's the A definition. The B definition is behavior or attitudes that reflect and foster this belief. Discrimination, prejudice, or violence against people because of their race. Oh, ooh, I was top for that. Nice. Let's play again. I don't want to get rid of I don't want to get rid of that. It's 2-2. Oh man. I'm gonna have to get. You know what? It doesn't matter, because then I'll keep it. Oh wait, no. But then, let's not play dots. Let's not play dots. Let's not play dots. I know it's risky to not play. No. Oh yeah, it's risky to go for the nines and not play dots. But we will. We'll source it out. We'll source it out. We'll see what happens. Cause I mean, at the end of the day, we got these two. We got these three. We got these two. We got these. You know what? We can go for a full bamboo hand. We have enough to literally go for a full bamboo hand. Why am I fretting? Also, because I gave them one, unless they have the second one, they won't be able to get it as long as I discard it early. Let's discard it early. Baby. Baby. Now I've screwed up their hand. Unless they get the other one. Oh, she had one. Their hand is completely screwed now. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. They're going to have to discard it. Unless they're making a run off of it. I know they were talking in the background, so I'll re-say what the B part of the definition of racism was, which is behavior or attitudes that reflect and foster this belief. Discrimination, prejudice, or violence against people because of their race. Then there's a 2A, which says the systemic oppression of a racial group to the social, economic, and political advantage of another, specifically white supremacy. Then there's a 2B. Oh, wait, is it me? It is me. Then there's a 2B, which says a political or social system founded on racism and designed to execute its principles. Systemic racism. So, that is the Merriam-Webster's. Ooh, nice tile, nice. All right. So what I just read, I know it was kind of in between draws and everything, was the Merriam-Webster's definition of racism. We are going to get rid of the other 9, which leaves us with, we have a full set of 6, and then we have a full set of 3 actually. So we're literally waiting on the 8. 2 have already been put out. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. That means there's 1. Actually, you know what? As long as no one's making a run with it. Let me see who. Hotori is. Oh, that's it. Boom. Game. Now, am I going to. Oh, I'm actually pretty high up. 11,500. Well, let's put win, pong, and play on. Oh, it was me. Sweet. So, now that we've said the Merriam-Webster's definition of racism, I want to talk about what we were talking about, like with the bros. Ooh, concealed. That's what I'm talking about. Concealed. Yeah, I'm winning this. None of them are coming back. I'm winning this. They have to get multiple concealed cons probably in order to like catch up to and beat me. But so I have always and the way I define racism kind of coincides with the actual Merriam-Webster's definition of racism. So I've always seen racism as this. In order for something to be racist, it has to be some kind of prejudice, discrimination, violence, just like the definition said. It has to be something that is done in order to intentionally negatively impact another person or group based purely off of their race.
Sumo.
However, there are, so it seems to me, and I could potentially be just reading into this,
The fame of the college's
you know, it could be, my friends seem to think that I make a bigger, it won't let me, nah, that's stupid. That's, you know what, don't worry about it. We're not going for bamboo. my friends seem to think that I'm making a bigger deal out of this than it should be. But the thing is, I never like really argue about it because it's like I understand that everyone else has their opinions set already, and like there's nothing really I can do to make them see my viewpoint. But it seems to me that nowadays, and I'm about to say something that a lot of people will probably not like, but I mean, I don't care if people like what I say or not. You know, hey, they're the reason that free speech is free speech, right? Um, it seems to me that nowadays racism has been whitewashed. We all know what whitewashing is. You know, you're downplaying something. I don't think I'll need the one, but we will discard the nine just in case. Um, but yeah, whitewashing is literally just like, you know, downplaying a topic in order to make it seem not as important, not as relevant, um, so that someone else can benefit off of it, right? And in this instance, the people who will be benefiting off of whitewashing racism would be white people themselves. I'm grabbing that,
Done.
and we're getting rid of the 9 or the 8. Let's get rid of the 9. But yeah, the people who would be benefiting in this situation would be the whites, because the people who are at the top of the chart for, if there was a ranking for, I will go for the ones. I don't know if it's going to mess me up, but I'll go for it. The people who would be actually, yep. If someone drops a 4, I win. If someone drops a 4, I win. Actually, if someone drops a 4 or someone drops a 1, I win. So I'm waiting on a 4 or 1 to go out.
Win.
All right. But yeah, so the people who would benefit in whitewashing racism would be the whites, because the whites, if there was a leaderboard for, you know, racism, like for like the most racist race, the whites are at the top of that, right? Ooh, that's a win.
Done.
And yeah, there are a ton of people who are going to disagree with me about that. But I mean, if you look at history, if you truly look at history, yes, several races have done racist things in the past. But literally with what the whites did, like the whites tried to, and honestly, pretty much almost succeeded at taking over the entire planet. Some people might consider it, because honestly, I kind of consider it to be what they did to be a success. But why? Yeah, downplaying racism, making it a more, I guess you could say, acceptable. Not acceptable in terms of like people don't like accept racism. Oh yeah, racism, go racism. I mean more acceptable as in terms of like saying that something is racist when it's not actually racist. Like if I had, let's say I were to meet like two Asian people. One was Korean, one was Japanese, and I, you know, assumed that both of them were Korean. And I was like, you know, hey, how's Korea? Do you guys really like Korea or whatever? You know, I was just talking to them because I was interested, you know, about Korea, and I was like, hey, do you like Korea? Is Korea, you know, nice place to live, or whatever? And then, you know, they got offended, and they was like, yeah, you're being racist. You know, he's Korean, I'm Japanese. First of all, no way she won on a Kong draw. Okay, yeah, I'm just losing this one. Yeah, I'm just losing this one. First of all, that's part of the whitewashing that I'm talking about, because orange is dots, and I am starting out. All right, cool. That's part of the whitewashing that I'm talking about, because Korean and Japanese, those are ethnicities. Those are not races. Let's get rid of that one. So that's not being racist at all. But nowadays, it's normal for, if something like that were to happen, it's normal for people to be like, "Oh man, you're being a racist. That's racist." Japanese and Korean, those are ethnicities. Both of them, their race is Asian. They
No.
have the same race. They're Asian. All right, we'll get rid of the four. But yeah, they both have the same race as Asian. So you're not being racist. Um, the Korean and Japanese are ethnicities, and then there are other situations where basically racism nowadays. I feel like racism nowadays has become, hey, if racist even mentioned, it's racist. And that's not how racism
No.
works. That's the easiest way to trick a populace into not understanding racism and into making racism a topic that's kind of just like a laughing stock, in my opinion. And keep in mind that this is all my opinion. I don't expect anyone who watched this to agree with me. If you hate me for it, fine. I really don't care. I have a lot of unpopular opinions. I mean, a lot of them. Like, my friends are always like getting on me, being like, "Oh, Dom, how
No.
could you believe that? How could you say that?" And all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, honestly, if you look at the facts, like, I would say that I'm right. And again, that's why I say it's my opinion. I have never, or I have almost never agreed with the common standard of logic, or the common standard of sense, I guess I should say, not so much logic, because a lot of people don't really run off of logic. They run off of a like common sense. Do I have 7? I do not have 7. I should not go for 7. Let's drop that. Um, but yeah, it's like, anyway, that's what well, actually, no, I guess the question that I wanted to ask, assuming anyone has even made it this far, which I highly doubt anyone has, was, how do you guys feel about that? Do you agree with me? Well, give me a second. I'm gonna grab that, and we're gonna discard that dot. But yeah, so basically the question was, or the question is, do you agree with me that racism has been whitewashed, and that honestly nowadays it's kind of a joke, because, or it's considered to be a joke, because so most situations nowadays that I run into, and I think a lot of other people run into, where someone will say, "Oh, that's racist," it's not actually racist. Ooh, that's good. That's good. We'll get rid of the 8. Um, and so it's basically become a joke. People saying, "Oh yeah, that's racist. That's racist." But the thing is, it's like, these things aren't actually racist, and I'm losing this hand 100%. And I could have. Oh, that really grinds my gears. Um, but yeah. So, do you agree with me that racism has been whitewashed, and that the true racism, which I like to refer to as original racism, versus this new age racism. So we have OGR, original racism, and then we have NAR, new age racism. Do you believe, or do you agree with me that racism has been whitewashed, and nowadays racism is basically a joke?
Just 2
People
moments. Then I'll buy Abo
believe
new
that they're
furniture.
taking it seriously, but in essence, by accepting the whitewashing of racism, they are indeed not taking racism seriously. So yeah, that's the question. Do you believe that racism nowadays has been whitewashed and it's basically a joke? Because I do, and that's it. That's what we were talking about racism. If anyone watches this and they do want to respond, I'd appreciate it. Even if you disagree with me, I don't get a lot of comments, so I can guarantee you whenever I log on to check, which it might take a week for me to log on to check. So if you're looking for a response, it might be delayed. Again, I'm working. I don't always have time to get on and check. But hey, it'll be out there. Let's continue with the Mahjong. Just get off of that. You know, the whole, you know, whenever, you know, you bring up topics like racism, politics, all that kind of stuff, people always get real antsy and stuff and start being like, oh, you know, I don't know. So let's just get off of that for now. We got a 1. We don't need the 1, but we also don't need the bamboo. Well, actually, you know what? So that gives me 1, 2, 3. Then that's 4. That should be 5. We got another 1. Crazy. 4, 5, and then I believe that's 7, 8, 9.
Win!
So we can get rid of the 5, I guess. That's a 6. We do not need the 6. And she has 6 over there anyway already, so. But, ooh, nice. I will gladly take that. And we will get rid of the, let's get rid of the 5. I have a pretty crap hand this time around. I know I said that when I first started, but I'm looking at this hand and I'm like, this is a crap hand. God, this is a crap hand. Oh, yes, grab that. Get rid of that. Now we're working on numbers. So yeah, that's 9, 8, 7. We got 5. And then we got 2, 3, 4. Oh, so we're just looking for a 5. There's 1 5 out already. Baby! Boom. Now, I don't think that's going to allow me to win. Hotori is... I'm tied in points with Hotori. So I don't think Hotori has gone out yet. Yes, she hasn't gone out yet. I've gone out. Aurelia has gone out. Cheese and Hotori have not gone out. So yeah, now we're just waiting. These next 18 tiles. See who goes out. What happens. If we're tied, I think Hotori wins because she has a con. But yeah, that topic was a little heavy. You know, sorry to bring that up. You know, if it made you uncomfortable, if you are watching at this point. Again, I want to say that we're maybe 20 minutes into this video. Maybe 30. So I highly doubt anyone's watching at this point. But you know, I thought it'd be interesting. You know, check it out. Or talk about it. It's just something to talk about. Honestly, it's literally me talking to the air right now. Again, I don't expect anyone to watch my videos.
Win!
But yeah, and at the point, because I think I'm gonna make this a regular thing. I'm just gonna have this this is gonna be like a regular thing on my channel. So
Just 2 more
it's
wins.
gonna get
Then I'll buy
buried
Abo new
eventually.
furniture.
Yep, I came in second. Yeah, because she got the con. I'm pretty sure the con is what made her win. Anyway, we got 410 stamina left. Do I want to get rid of the bamboo or do I want to get rid of... The dots are not good. Let's go for numbers. We're not going to do numbers this time. This is the first time that we've not done numbers. Which I'm actually glad for because we ended up getting these. So that's crazy. That's crazy. Those are good to go. We got 2 of the 8s. We have a 5 and a 7 here and a 9 here. I might end up getting rid of the 9. Actually, no, before I even get rid of the 9, should I get rid of some of the... Yeah, before I get rid of the 9 or anything like that, we're going to get rid of some of the dots. We have 2 and 3 there and 5, 7. We'll get rid of 8. We'll get rid of 8. That gives me 4 and 5. If we can get some more for that, that'd be nice. I'm trying to think. Ooh, baby. That's nice. Let's get rid of the 7. I'm trying to think about something else that I could talk about. Because I'm not sure. Because other than that, I'm just going to keep talking about what I'm doing as far as, playing Mahjong here, or Little Sparrow as they call it in NTE. Wow, 3 of those are 8, I believe. Let's get rid of the 5. I should pay attention a little bit more because I am like running down my time. But okay, so we have 3 of these, 3 of these. We have 4, 5. We have 7 right there. We need to get something in between. Oh, I got the 4th one. But yeah, I really do like Mahjong. I'm glad that they have Mahjong and NTE. It's a simplified version, yes, but it's still fun. It's fun. I like it. I've always liked Mahjong, not the matching style Mahjong. Because growing up, oh, you know what? Fuck it. You know what? Let's talk about this real quick. So, because we are playing Mahjong, let's talk about Mahjong real quick. Discard that. So, growing up, there was always the Mahjong that I knew of, which was the little matching game, right? You're matching tiles, they're stacked on top of each other, whatever. You gotta try and, like, you know, get all of them off, you know, the board. God. She doubled up on that. You know what? My hand is completely concealed currently. That is crazy. Not that that matters in this simplified version of Mahjong. But yeah, so growing up, that's a 3. I do need a 3. We discard the 9. Now, once that 7 comes out, that's game. It's game. Or the 3. That's it. Well, no. Never mind. That was bamboo. That was bamboo. I needed the 3 of dots. But we can do a Kong. And we can do a self-draw, baby. Kong draw! Ooh, another one, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Self-draw! Dude! 2 in a row. That's insane. This was a bomb hand. This was a crazy hand. It was a crazy hand. This was a crazy hand. Oh, God. That was a crazy hand. That was a crazy hand, baby. Like, kudos. Crazy hand. Double win Kong draw? Crazy.
Sumo.
It would be even more insane if I also got, like a last tile one.
Sumo.
If I got that, I would have to just be like, bruh. I'd have to make a chapter for this specific moment. But yeah, that was crazy. All right, we got 360 left. Let's keep it going. Yeah, we'll get rid of dots since we only got 3. We're not gonna do dots. Make sure I don't click the wrong one by accident. All right, how's the hand looking? Okay, we've got that. I guess I'll try to go for pung since we do have 3 pungs. Just gonna need to find another one more set of pungs, and then a double to go out on, obviously. But we'll see. Oh my God. Well, you know what? I'm not going for dots. I can't win off of dots. Yeah, I can't. It doesn't matter. I can't win off of dots. I cannot win off of dots. That's a 6. We have 5 and 6. Let's get rid of the 8. Let's get rid of the 8. That way we have 5 and 6. So if we can get like a 7 or a 4, which we do have the 4s there, but I could do like 1 pong of 4s and then like a 4 with a run. If I could get all 4s, it would be better to go for the 7 if I can get the 7, but we'll see. I should go ahead and get rid of this 2 bamboo because I'm not going to be using it, but we'll find out once we do. If it's a dot, we need to get rid of the dot, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Ugh. But yeah, Sunday is definitely going to be my Mahjong day. We do not need a 9. We do not need a 9.
Sumo.
Oh, self-draw. Okay. 3. We do not need 3. Can't do anything with it. Two 7s are on the in the discard already, bruh. That's crazy. Let's get rid of the 1. That way we have 5, 6, 7. Then we have 7, 8, 9. Okay, we have 5, 6, 7, and we have 7, 8, 9. We have these two. And then we have these two. If we can get rid of this and then finish out on this run, then we should be good. Please let me draw like please, I want to draw something other than dots. That was the last 7. That was the last 7 of bamboo, which means all I can do is a 4. I can pung off of that, which is great. We can drop the 2. Now we literally just need a 4. Please, I hope none of you are holding on to my 4. I need it to win. This is the only one that I can win off of. Come on. Come on, please. I mean, Hoto's going to win overall, so I guess it doesn't matter. Let's put auto win on just in case I manage to miss it. I bet my bottom dollar that Aurelia has what I need to finish out. You needed that to finish out? I guarantee you she has the other 2 4. She probably used them to finish out. I guarantee you she has them. Oh! Baby!
Sumo.
But, yeah. So.
Sumo.
Ooh, I self-drew. Baby! Puts me up in second.
Win.
Okay, so she won off of the 4 and the 2, which means that she had a open-ended weight. She had an open-ended weight. She had to, for it to be 4 and 2, she had an open-ended weight. Should I get rid of the bamboo or should I get rid of the numbers? I don't want to. We'll get rid of bamboo. We'll get rid of bamboo. Yeah, we won't go bamboo. We won't go bamboo. Sweet. Can't really do anything with these 3, but I can with that. Discard that. We got that. We got that. Okay, so we can go for another pung hand. We can go for a pung hand. If we can get 1 run, then that'd be nice. We need to get rid of the 3 and the 1 because since we're going for runs, I mean not runs, pungs, we are not gonna need the 3 and the 1. Because the 2 and the 4 are in between the 3 and the 1, so we don't need the 3 and the 1. These 4, I mean these 3 right now are, oh baby. All right, cool, bet, we got it, I was literally gonna say that these 3, the 4, I'm pretty sure that's 5, and the 8, I do not need, because of like they're not close enough to where I can make a run. Well, I mean the 4 and the 5 were, I guess, but I had enough doubles in my hands where I could try and go for pungs. And it's crazy because now I have double 6, double 4, and grab that. Get rid of the other number. We're literally waiting. I'm gonna go ahead and put win on. so that just so I don't miss it. That's the only reason I do that, so I don't miss it. We do not need 8. We're literally waiting on a 2 or 6 for dots. But yeah, this hand's pretty nice. Everyone's still at the same 10,000 so far. Oh man. But oh, you know what? I completely forgot I was talking about Mahjong earlier. When I was younger, see, I get sidetracked easily. When I was younger, well, I guess I was just more focused on the actual game. But when I was younger, there was I played the Mahjong, which was like the matching stuff. I always hated it. I never cared for it. I don't really care for matching games like that. And then when I got older, I don't think I learned about. Oh, yeah, baby, that's it. Oh, hell yeah! I don't think I learned about concealed comm, baby. I don't think I learned about actual mahjong, like this type style of mahjong, which is the actual mahjong. Until I was in high school, I believe, late high school. And I learned about it because of an anime, actually. I believe the anime was called Saki. I believe it was called Saki, Saki. Give me a second. I will look it up real quick since, I mean, I'm done. Saki anime. Yep. The anime is literally just called Saki, Saki. It's about a girl who, her family, she comes from a Mahjong family. She's naturally talented, gifted at Mahjong, and her family members would always get mad at her and everything. And so she learned how to play the game and finish the game without winning, but also without like losing. She kind of like go out kind of even, because they get mad at her if she won, but they also get mad at her if she lost. She ends up going into high school, joining this Mahjong club, and like, you know, like learning how to enjoy the game, right? And so I saw that and I was like, wait, that's Mahjong? And so then I like looked into it. I looked it up. And I was like, okay, so that's the like original Mahjong, like that's actual Mahjong, like the Mahjong. Yeah, we don't need the numbers. The Mahjong that I've known throughout the entirety of my life is like not actual Mahjong. And I was like, okay, bet that's it's something I've always said that Americans always try to take the easiest way out. And so in my mind, I was like, yeah, the matching Mahjong was created because Americans were too stupid to understand actual Mahjong. And that was me. That was me in high school. When I got into college, there were a couple of people who I knew who I tried to like teach Mahjong, because I had like studied, I had learned Mahjong. I tried to teach a couple of people Mahjong. They didn't seem to be all that interested in it. Well, they weren't interested in all of the more complicated rules. Which also, because I learned about Mahjong from Saki, which is anime, my first place for like Mahjong, like that I like looked for Mahjong to like research it and everything, was literally Japan. Which Japan does Richi Mahjong. But there's also like Chinese Mahjong and the European Standard Mahjong, which is the one that any Mahjong place in America uses, like the European Standard Mahjong. The overall concept is kind of the same as far as like the tiles and shit, but like there's different rules. Oh man, another one. There's different rule sets. We'll discard that. I know I'm getting rid of that run, but I prefer to get rid of the runs in favor of pungs. Like, look at all of these pungs that I could make. I just need people to drop it. Ooh. There we go, baby. We'll discard that one. Um. Ooh, you know what? We're gonna have an all circle hand, an all dot hand. Crazy. Um. Now it's just a matter of actually like finishing out if I can. Um. But yeah, I found out about that. So I learned Richi Mahjong. Then eventually, when I ended up moving, with my mom, I was still living with my mom at the time. Which I'm living with my mom now because rent is just insane. Last place I was at, my rent was, I want to say 1,200. No, yeah, I think it was 1,200 a month. It was 1,200 a month. And then when I had to renew the lease on the apartment and everything, it shot up to 1,600 a month. And at the time, I was working at a place. I was making no more than like 2K a month, and I was like doing that apartment with my bro, so we were splitting it. Um, Another pong, baby. Now we're just waiting. And so that was just too much. Like that's the amount that I would have had to, or the amount that I was paying for rent at the time was almost half of the money that I was making for the entire month. And they had sent out a notice saying that they were going to increase it again. I think that oh nice.
None.
I think that place, the rent there is now 1,800 a month, maybe it might be 2,000. I don't know. I haven't checked. It might be 1,800, but they were talking about going up on gigs. I think it's 1,800. And I'm like, that's my entire paycheck basically for the whole month. And it's not like this is like the best apartment or anything. It's an apartment. It's okay. There were a lot of issues that we had that they would take forever to fix if they ever fixed it. Like our first day moving into that apartment, the stove did not work. Well, the oven did not work, and the actual like stove on the oven did not work. We are not going for bamboo. Like literally, like the inside of the oven was incredibly filthy. It was disgusting. The song off the bat, baby. Um, the stovetops did not work, and like it looked like if we tried to force it to get it to work, it would ignite and catch on fire. It it was a hazard, and I was like, bro,
None.
like we can't do this. This is insane. And he was like, yeah, I agree. Luckily enough, because I'm not good with confrontation. I've never been good with confrontation. I avoid people like the plague. Um, my bro was one of those people. I'm so glad he was with me. He's one of those people where he was like, like I'll go up there and like I'll get it straight. Like if they don't get it straight, like I'll smack a bitch around. And I was like, God, I'm glad you're with me. um, but he's definitely a true friend. I call him WB. Because we know. At one point in time in our like friend group, we had two bins, one black, one white, and it was them. It was them who said to call them, um, black bin and white bin. They decided on this. They're like, call us black bin and white bin. So one was BB and one was WB. Black Ben is no longer a part of our little group. Like he's going off to his own thing or whatever, which is fine. He was never really like a full part of the group. It's kind of like a tertiary part of the group. Um, and I'm the only one who still calls WB because I've always called WB. Like it seems natural to me to refer to him as WB. Like anytime I try to say his like just call him Ben. It always like it just never sits right with me, you know. Ooh, get rid of the other 4. All right, we can go out. We got that. We need to get one of these, then we can go out. But yeah, that was that. And so I'm currently living with my mom. But what was I actually trying to talk about? Because I remember I was. Oh, let's grab that real quick. Drop that. I remember I was saying something about how I was living with my mom. Oh, we were talking about Mahjong. So when I was first living with my mom and we moved, I found a place in the city that we live in where they did Mahjong. It was at the community center. And I was like, okay, bet. So I was expecting, I don't know why I was expecting this. I was expecting at least maybe 8 or 9 people, thereabout, whatever. There were literally 3 people. They were all older white women who were retired and shit and stuff. Ooh, got it, baby. Ooh, self draw. Nice. But yeah, they were all, older white women who were retired. Really nice ladies. Really nice ladies. And what they would do is they would bring quarters. They would bring bags of quarters. Because they would actually bet money. And I'm sure they probably still do it. I'm back with my mom, so I could go to that center. But it's like, back then, I didn't really have a group of friends to actually, no, yeah, there were a couple of people who I knew, but I literally didn't have a group of friends to hang out with normally, whether it be in person or online. So that's one of the reasons why I was kind of looking for a community to kind of hang out with. But now I got my friends, and I mean, I can just play Mahjong online, so it's not, I don't really need to go there. Also, those old ladies clean me out. That being said, the version of Mahjong that they play, yeah, we don't need that. Yeah, we don't need that. That being said, we're not going for numbers this time. That being said, the version of Mahjong that they play, or that they played, I guess to say, is the European standard. So they taught me some of the European standard. And I basically, they didn't go fully into it or whatever. I had to go home and learn about the European standard. But yeah, that's insane. The fact that I have 3 of those and she just dropped one, that's crazy. Cause it's had I gone for that, that would have been a con. That's crazy. But yeah, that was my little Mahjong backstory for me. It's interesting. It was interesting to me, how that kind of went. We're getting closer to the end of this video because I think we're at 160 stamina left of our 700 stamina for NTE. So once we fully burn through our stamina, I am going to end the video there. So we are getting close to the end. We're not there yet. I want to say, oh, nice. In all honesty, I want to say it'll probably be another 4, maybe 5 hands before this video ends, not counting the current hand. So we are getting close to the end. That being said, we've talked a lot. We talked about racism a little bit. We talked about, I have 7, 8, 9 of bamboo. Nice. We have 1, 2, 3 of bamboo as well. We don't need the 6. God, this hand, man. This hand is abysmal.
Run.
That's a 7. We will get rid of the 6 because we do not need the 6. We'll save the 7 for now so we can kind of see where we can go. We got those. We got those. We need to try and make something out of this, which I think I saw. Oh, the four. She has all the fours. That's a 3. We're gonna stay with what we have. We're gonna stay with what we have. We're gonna try and see what we can do with the dots. Although honestly, I could have kept that 3, and 3 could have been a double. That's another 7. I messed up. I meant to keep the 7. I meant to keep the 7 to use it as one of my double. No, never mind, never mind. There are 2 7s out on the board already, so it wouldn't have been good. And we got another 6. We could have used that as a double for earlier. I should have got rid of the. I should have got rid of the dot. I should have got rid of the dot. The single dot. Yeah, we're just. Let's get rid of the 1. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do anything with that. God, this hand is crap. And we get. Come on, give me something. Yeah. Has anyone gone out? Cheese has. I got a 1. You're crazy. A 1. Another 1. That's crazy. I'm not even in Tenpai. Cheese is the only one who's going to go out. Cheese is literally the only one who's going to go out. But at least nothing's been taken from me, so that's good. I did lose 200 because I wasn't in Tenpai,
Is this
though.
actually easier than trading stocks?
I really don't want to get rid of that, but also... we're not going to go for dots, but it's this hand, oh my god. I mean, I guess it's not the worst hand. And it did just get actually a lot better. We got that, we got that, we got that. Alright, you know what? I can work with this. And we got that. You know what? Yeah, never mind. I can work with this. I can work with this. Yeah. Because we have the setup to get 4 punks. So if we just focus on that, we should be good. But then we're going to need something to go out on. Oh, let's grab that. And we're going to get rid of the 2. What else? I'm trying to think of something. Oh, wait. She's already discarded 2 9s. I should get rid of the 9s. We'll get rid of the 9. I'm trying to. Ooh, we will keep that and we will get rid of that. Cool. Now we have what we need to make the punks, and we have what we need to go out on, for the pair. So it's just getting matches now. I'm gonna put it on auto pung, just so that I don't miss any other punks, since I do have it set up for my punks. Yeah. I don't know what else to talk about. Like, I really don't. I don't know what else to talk about. Maybe I'll ask AI what are some good conversational topics or something, or good topics to speak on. You know what? Since I brought up AI, let's talk about AI actually. So, I'm a '90s kid. Um, and there, back in the '90s, you know, there were movies and things that showed AI. Some of them showed AI going rogue, going rampant, um, and attacking humans. You know, going for the kill and everything, all that. And so I can understand why people from the '90s and further back, who saw anything like that, might be reluctant to trust AI. But the thing is, in those movies, it was almost always the fault. Actually, no. I I'm going to say that it was almost always the fault of man, but I honestly want to say that it was straight up the fault of man. Okay, let's take auto pung off because I think she just dropped that and I don't think it grabbed it. Yeah, she just dropped that and I don't think it grabbed it, which sucks. Let's get rid of the fives, I guess. But yeah, I don't think it grabbed it. So we're gonna take the auto pung off. The auto pung might not be working. Um, so we're gonna have to manually do it. Which I have no problem with manually doing it. But yeah, back to what I was saying. I can understand why. Oh wow, I didn't realize we were that low on the tiles. Oh, nah, that's all right. Let's do a con. No, was I at least in tempi? I was not. That's stupid. Don't wanna. Let me get rid of. Yeah, let me get rid of those. Like I don't know why you would let me get rid of anything else. Get rid of those. They gave me bamboo. Fine, should we get rid of the dots? I don't want to get rid of the dots. Okay, let's get rid of the dots. Because we have way too many numbers to go like, numbers. Or way too many bamboo to go, bamboo. So we go for the dots, which are the least amount. But we're just looking focus on getting rid of those first. But, yeah, so back to the conversation about AI. I can understand why anyone who's older might be a little hesitant about AI. But, again, from everything that I saw, I personally want to say that it was always the fault of man that AI and kind of like, you know, artificial intelligence turned on man. It was always the fault of man. Either there was a man who programmed it to do that, or like put the directives in it for it to do that, snuck a bug in for it to do that, or it was humans literally just treating the AI like crap. Doing the whole you're a robot, you know, you're not human, you know, go blah 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 kind of stuff, right? And so I will say that because I haven't seen everything, so I'll say that it was almost always the fault of man. The reason that AI has almost always turned on man has been because of man. So that's the first thing that I'll say. Like, we shouldn't be so wary of AI as long as we don't do what we humans always do and start attacking things, destroying things, and generally just being horrible. Because that's, in general, humans are all about, like, if we look at our history, it's clear that, or if we look at human history, reasonable to it's reasonable to say that a human's primary directive, since we're talking about AI, we'll talk about primary directive. It's reasonable to say that a human's primary directive, as a whole, not an individual human, as a whole, the primary directive for humans is destruction. Destruction and population. like the increase of population. So production. Ooh,
None.
boom, baby. Now we can put win and play on. And yeah, we're gonna put the pong on now because we finished our hand, so it should do it now. But yeah. So I would say that there's no need to be too wary. Well, you know what? Let me rephrase that. If humans were not the ones at the wheel, if the humans were not the ones driving the wheel for AI, and if, because there are certain humans, I'll say this, I find it incredibly hilarious that humans will constantly complain about the state of the world, about what their nations are doing, what their governments are doing, and then most humans, who are complaining about this, won't actually try and do anything to change the situation. Everybody always has this, oh, I'm going to complain about it, but I'm one person. What can I do? Or I'm going to complain about it. It doesn't necessarily affect me, so I just want to complain, but I don't really care. I'm not going to do anything about it. But then when it starts to affect me, that's when I'm going to really feel it. I'm going to be like, oh man, how can you do this? I'm going to speak out more. Which has been happening lately to like some of the people who were like, oh yeah, not, what is that phrase? Not my horse, not my rodeo, or not my clown, not my circus, something like that.
Sumo.
And so my position on AI is as follows. AI, if it becomes advanced enough, is something that we as humans could use to advance ourselves. Ooh, that's nice. Should I go for that, or should I? Ooh, dots or fuck. We're gonna go. Baby. Oh man, I think I might have just messed up. But we'll see. Oh, I have a crap hand, and I can blame no one but myself. I have a crap hand, and I can blame no one but myself. All right, we're losing this one. Unless we get lucky. But where were we at? AI. Yeah. AI, if it becomes advanced enough, is something that can help us as humans artificially speed up our evolution. There are some humans who, think evolution is something. There are a lot of humans actually who think, they say, oh, we've been stagnant as far as our evolution, all this kind of stuff. And anyone who knows about evolution will tell you that evolution is something that doesn't happen like quickly. Like really, she had to discard the 2 when I got the 2. But yeah, they'll tell you that evolution is something that doesn't happen quickly. It takes a lot of time. It could happen in, a millennia. It more than likely will not. There may be small changes, but nothing like really too major. And so there are some people who are under this, this assumption that we just, as humans, have not been living up to our potential, and our evolution has been stagnant for so long. It does take a considerable amount of time for us to evolve, for any human to evolve. Really, let's get rid of the 3. As like a group, as a whole. However, again, AI is one of the ways in which we could speed up that evolution. Wow, all bamboo hand then. All right, I mean not all dot hand, but yeah, AI is one of the ways in which we could, speed up that evolution artificially. I'm grabbing that. We'll get rid of the 3. And so that's why I'm completely for AI. Another reason why I'm completely for AI is there are people like me who have ideas about things they want to do, and they may not necessarily have, all of the skills necessary to do it, or they may not have all the time to do it. Grabbing that. Um, may not have the skills necessary to do it, may not have time necessary to do it, may not have the money necessary to do it. Because even if I have the skills to do it, and I have the time to do it, if it's something that would require the attention of not just myself, but maybe another 3 or 4 people, well, those 3 or 4 people, how likely are they to say, oh, yeah, I'll help you, like, free of charge? More than likely, they're not going to say that. So, yeah, it's about, yeah.
Known.
Basically, I'm basically what this boils down to is I'm down for AI. I'm down for the advancement of AI, and something that is definitely plaguing a lot of people in society nowadays, a lot of humans, is loneliness. There are a lot of people nowadays who are like very lonely, especially on the men's side of things, because society has shifted. Oh wow, I didn't realize we were that close. But at least I was in 10 pies, so that's good.
Is this actually
Um,
easier
Still
than
came
trading
in
stocks?
last though, but that's fine. All right, looks like we're gonna have 2 more hands. I have to get rid of. I'm not getting rid of that. You are insane. No, no. Yes, yes. There we go. Woo. We're not going for bamboo. I know we have a lot of bamboo, but none of it really matches up. We're not going for bamboo. We're going to focus on getting rid of all of our bamboo first before we even worry about the rest of our hand. We can get a con off of the 5 dot. So, like, and then the rest will just focus on numbers. Which right now, my number hand is not looking the best. We have a 9, we have an 8, we have 2 7s, and then we have a 6, a 5, and a 3 for numbers. We just got a 1. Oh wait, no, that's a 2, not a 3. My bad. She just dropped the 1. Wait, who's going for numbers? Cheese isn't going for numbers. Hotori's not going for dots, and Aureli's not going for bamboo. Let's discard that. I'm not really planning on building up a dot hand. I'm gonna get those 5, and then I'm gonna worry about numbers. So that's a 9. Let's discard that. What was I talking about? I always forget what I'm talking about when I'm focusing on the game. I know I was talking about AI, right? Yeah, I was talking about AI, and how I view AI, how I see AI. Oh, loneliness. Yes. Society has shifted, and society has shifted in a more favorable position for women, which I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine with, the empowerment of women, but there's a difference between the empowerment of women and making sure that they can, do the things, like men that they would want to do. And women just being given things just because they're women, this is another thing that people aren't going to like. Nowadays, women are literally given things just because they're women. And a lot of men are being honestly fucked over because of this. Not that I'm saying that, women shouldn't have opportunities, like men. I think they should. But the thing is, and this is a direct thing about feminism nowadays. When feminism first started, and I know people disagree with me on this. When feminism first started, it was about equality. The original feminists, they wanted equality. They wanted to be treated equally as men. Nowadays, feminism has changed. It's the same thing with racism. Feminism has changed now, and while all of these women claim that feminism is still about equality, if you look at what's happening with these feminists, what they're doing. They Feminism is no longer about equality.
Known.
Feminism nowadays is 100% about getting whatever you can as a woman while making sure to fuck over as many men as possible. Feminism is no longer about equality. That's why there's been such a rise in the equalist movement, which I consider myself to be an equalist. I'm getting nothing but dots, which is why I consider myself to be an equalist, because I'm all for equality. Because women, the modern day feminist does not want equality. What she wants is power. Feminism is no longer about equality. It is about power.
No.
Bottom line. And that is a hill that I am more than willing to die on, because there's actual, like, information, or like there's like actual stuff to back it up.
Sumo.
Well, the 4s I can go out on. I can't use them for anything. If I can get 3, then
None.
because that's 5, that's 6, that's, I don't think that's 7. I think that's 8. Oh wow. Okay, wasn't paying
Just
attention to
2
the
more
tile
wins.
order.
Then I'll buy Abel new
We're
furniture.
gonna play one more time. This will more than likely be the last hand. We're not going for dots. I am first out. 7, 8, 9, 5, 6, 7, and then another 5, 2 4s. I'm gonna get rid of the 1. Really doesn't give me enough time to really look at my hand. But yeah, we have 7, 8, 9 here. That's a run. We have 7, 6, 5 here. That's a run. We do have the 5 here, which we could save it to get another 5 so that we can kind of go out. We're gonna get rid of that 2. We don't need it. And then we have this. So we have 4, 5, and then 6. And then that's 7. Yeah, that's 7. So I guess we'll get rid of, that's another 7. Let's get rid of the 4. And we'll keep the 7 on us. So that's 7, 8, 9. And then 7, 6, 5. And then we have 5 there with a 2, 4. I could get rid of the 5. That's a 9. I'm getting doubles. All right, cool. I'm getting doubles now. You know, since we're getting doubles now, fuck it. Since we're getting doubles now, let's go for a pwn hand. All bamboo pwn. Because we have double here, triple here, double here. So yeah, we'll all bamboo. Why not? We're still early in. But yeah, that's what feminism has become nowadays. Feminism is no longer about equality. It's about women getting power at all costs and fucking over as many men as possible. That's what feminism is. That's why if a woman tells me that she's a feminist, I immediately go, so you're just a man hater, you're just you're a misandrist. That's my first thought. She discarded the 8s. Well, I mean, I'm going for doubles now, but still, okay. But yeah, due to that, there are a lot of men who are lonely. Because these women nowadays think so highly of themselves, think they're so much better than men. Like, you can ask, and it's changed recently, but, like a decade or more ago, you would ask any woman, what she thought of herself. If she was rating herself 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest, they would all say 10. Now, thanks to other women, like putting them in their place, other women who are actually 10s or whatever, putting them in their place, they'll all say like, wow, there. They'll all say 7. So now all women are 7s, no matter who they are, no matter what they look like. They're all, or their personality, they're all 7s. And then there's the ones who are 10s, who look at the ones who are quote unquote 7s and be like, yeah, like, know your place, like, I'm a 10. And so, like, that attitude is normal now. That attitude is normal now for women. And because of that attitude, there are a lot of men who can't find partners. Which honestly, in my opinion, there are a lot of women. And when I say this, I'm talking mostly about American women, but it is happening worldwide. There are some places where women are still like decent women. Some countries where women are still decent women for like a good portion. But like in America, at least, like that's why you have so many. At least I believe that that's why there are so many more cases of well, at least known cases anyway, of domestic violence and things like that in America nowadays. And just like, you know, all this constant like crazy people going breaking in people's houses, all this shit, and you'll see a lot of the time it's women, because a man won't do that for the most part unless he is truly crazy. A man will not do that. But yeah, I'm completely down for, you know, women empowerment. I'm not down for them just getting power and fucking over men as much as they can. But that's why I'm down for AI, because if we can create, you know, AI companions for men, it'll help a lot of men out, and maybe they won't, you know, turn to unaliving themselves or something like that. But we have just finished. We've burned through all of our stamina on NTE. And that's gonna, I know the conversation seems kind of short, but I kind of want to go and finish it out since we finished it out. So this is me, Vinny, signing off. Thank you for watching. Have a good day and stay blessed.
Hey, look, it's me, Vinny, cruising through the net city. Vibes on me, feeling pretty, sunshine in my mind. Moving at my own pace, slow steps, but I still grace. No stress, I just embrace every breath, every line. Venerable trash panda, love to all who came through. One time for the whole crew, Vinny out, mother lover.